woke up to, you know, when you wake up and you open your phone, and I just saw a message from Chioma. Hi, and that message really brought tears to my eyes. And yesterday, there were moments where, you know, I would just cry and know that this is love, and this is love, and this is its time. You know, yesterday was great. You know, and I feel like, I think there's something I'd like to address quickly, and I'll say this. For everyone watching me, you don't need to benefit anything from anybody to keep loyal friendships. And you don't need to love people with conditions. And I'll say this to you guys. Some of you might not know me. Some of you might have seen me through other people's lens, which is things that have happened to me in the past. Maybe things you heard on social media, what he said, she said. And I promise you that the things that you might have heard, some are true because I'm human, and some are totally, and a lot of them are not true. But I will never take away the fact that, sorry, hello? Yeah. What's the total? All right, give me a second. I believe that as people, something is very important to us. David means a lot to me, not because he's a celebrity, or not because he's a rich kid, but because he's a guy that has a good heart. I think on several occasions I've spoken about David, and people don't understand this. David is that, you know, people say set boundaries, set boundaries, set boundaries. See, there's a life that you have lived, owning to the fact that God has blessed you. It will be difficult to set boundaries on people. You want to always help people. You want to be the one to, you know, stretch out your hand, you know, and also be there to support people. In our music industry today, David is among the top 3 in our industry who have supported a lot of artists. Don Jazzy, Davido, Olamide. There are a lot of them who are doing the Lord's work, but David has done a lot for artists. You know, you cannot understand what loyalty is. If I'm loyal to you, so for me, loyalty is not how much you can give me. You can ask David. I don't bother him for anything. I just always believe that our friendship that has spanned more than a decade should be friendship of love, care, protection. I tell you something. If David sits anywhere and hears that somebody wants to fight me, you know what he does? He picks up the phone and calls the person. Or if the person is talking direct where he is, he will tell the person, if you touch Ruby, you have touched me. That's David. He will tell him, if you touch Ruby, you have touched me. And that alone is brotherly protection, you know. And that's the same protection for me I transfer to his wife, who is more than like a sister. Like Chioma is a pure soul. You know, to know Chioma, like I said, is to love her. You cannot know Chioma and just I don't think I have anybody. I can't find anybody that Chioma is fighting with. During the period of this wedding, she gave me a list of people who we have worked with in the past, people who have done ambassadorship deals with, that some of them have not even paid her the balance. She said, Ubi, I want you to call this person, this person, this person, this person that we've worked with in the past. I know that relationship-wise, they didn't meet some of our demands, but I want you to invite them to the wedding. Get their names, let's put them in the on the guest list and send them invites and everything. And I did. Some of them were not in the country, some of them were not available to attend, but the ones that were available attended yesterday. And I was glad, because that's what pure people do. That's what, you know, that's what happens to pure people. You know, and David is blessed, but the blessings that God is going to give him now, also upon the woman that he's married, is going to be triple. I'm not saying this thing about Chioma because Chioma is, you know, Chioma has bad mouth. Bad mouth, I mean, if Chioma wants to yab you can cry. You know, that's our normal in-house banter. She's loving, she's caring. I'm sure that if you watch the video from her bridal shower, her friends said the same thing. That's to show you how, you know, and I always tell David, I said, this woman, whatever you saw in her then, that's the same thing that it is right now. And even better, because she's been through the phases of life, and life has actually, you know, built her into what, you know, she is. She's a loving mother. You know, every minute, Chioma is oh, Ubi, let me put my baby to rest. I'll call you back. Oh, Ubi, I'm making food. Let me check my food. You know, she's homely. Chioma doesn't. Let me tell you guys something. She doesn't really care about all these social media things you guys are doing. I can promise you, she doesn't care. Chioma alone, she doesn't even want to do social media. You know, but at the end of the day, I believe that something that is very, very important is creating an environment where you have peace. If it's not for us that are pushing our posts, because brands that have paid us need to, you know, brands that have paid us need to we need to meet their demands. You know, that's why we even post. Aside that, nothing. She doesn't care. You know, she like her to do her thing quietly. She's not in competition with anybody. I'm sure most of you saw Chioma's family yesterday. I'm sure you've never seen most of them on social media anywhere. Chioma's brothers were there, but you will not see them. So she also comes from a very, very subtle family. They don't, you know, and very respectful, very quiet, you know. So it's something exciting to know about the woman. So I think all I ask for God right now is her prayers. Her prayers should be answered always, because she's a good woman. She has a good heart. You know, Chioma will call me and tell me, oh, I just blasted somebody on your behalf. I said, why? He said, oh, I didn't like what they did. I was like, oh, but I didn't see it. He said, no, I saw it. That's protection. That's why I'll protect David. I'll protect Chioma with everything I have, because they always protect me. They're always there for me. I can tell you, you know, there was a day, something happened, and the guy saw David and told David that, I was trying to do something with Ubi and the thing did not work, but I want to do this. David said, what do you want? He said, oh, because the thing did not work, he has lost some money. David said, how much? And he paid. I was not there. David paid the guy without even confirming from me whether what the guy was saying was true or not. He just sorted the guy. So the guy can call me and say, and send me a receipt. So the person that helped David pay the money, you know, normally you have boys around you who you keep money with. Send me the receipt. And I saw I'm like, what is this? He said David asked him. David, he told David about something, and David said, so since he lost money from the thing, that he should not disturb me, that he should pay for it. If I tell you guys continuously the things that David does, You know, and for me, it's immaterial. Forget about that. What I just said to you. There are a lot of immaterial things that he does that are really great. And